It's almost off season in Los Angeles, a little bit earlier than a lot of Laker fans expected. The Lakers season will end with them not making the playoffs. And now the questions turn to, what will the Lakers do with this roster come this summer? What changes will they make to it? Who will be back and who will not be back? All right. So I decided it'd be cool for me to break down this Lakers roster in totality and tell you guys who would I want back from it? What would I need back from it going forward, if anything, in regards to making trades, signing free agents? A lot of guys were on one-year deals, those veterans. What do I want back from this Lakers team? Let me start with what I don't want back. You can just kind of put together everything else. I don't want back, for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, Lonzo Ball. I don't want him back. I want him gone more than anyone else. I want him gone. I don't want him back. I don't want Rajon Rondo back. I don't want him back. I want him gone. I want him gone at second most than anybody else. Let's break down why I don't want either one of these Laker point guards back. First and foremost, I don't believe Lonzo's 100% committed to basketball. I don't think it's the #1 priority in his life. I think fame might be #1 in basketball right under that. I don't get it with this guy, man. I don't think he loves the game of basketball like other guys that are in his position do or have done. Like, right? I just don't think it's there 100%. I think he likes what the game of basketball can do for him. I don't think he loves the game of basketball. I just don't think he's in love with it. I want to be around guys. I want to play with guys that love it. Right? Well, whatever you do for a living, I want to be around people who love it. Because at the end of the day, those are going to be the only people that go 110%, not people who like it. You got to love whatever it is we're doing together. And right now, I don't believe Lonzo's in love with the game of basketball. Not to mention he's 41% from the free throw line. He can't knock down a three. His game really doesn't mesh with LeBron. If the Lakers are going to be committed to LeBron James, they need point guards that can shoot and make plays. Lonzo Ball ain't been doing that consistently. I respect his 9 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds that he's averaging a game. They can get that somewhere else in free agency this summer. Okay, Rajon Rondo. Why was I so keen on moving on from him? I don't like his mentality. You know, a lot of people give Rajon Rondo credit for being a leader, including LeBron James. He said having Rondo on the team with him is like having another great mind on the court with him. I don't know if I believe that. Rondo makes some spectacular plays from time to time, but he's very childish, man. Very childish. I don't expect that from a point guard around that age of 30. Grow up. Like, there's a reason why Rondo's been on what is it, like 6 teams in 5 years or 6 teams in 6 years? People like Rondo. They don't love him. After the season he had with the Pelicans last year, there's a reason why. And I think the Pelicans management is terrible. Awful. There's a reason why they were hesitant to pay him the money that he was asking for. Now, would I have did it if I was in a Pelican situation? Yes. But they didn't. There's a reason why. Dude is wishy-washy, and he's very immature, from untying guys' shoes to stepping in between guys' huddle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make for a guy who's getting ahead of his opponents. You're really just pissing people off and making them want to kick your ass even more. I don't think he's going about getting in his opponent's heads the right way. And by the way, you trying to get in other people's heads. Let's speak about the fact that you're an NBA player who can't shoot. Again, like Lonzo, LeBron can't flourish with a point guard that can't shoot. I'm fine with getting rid of either one of those guys. I'd hope the Lakers move on from both of those guys this summer. Lonzo be a trade and just not re-signing Rajon Rondo after the season. Who else do I not want? Third, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has to go. I want him out of there. I want him out of there. I'm sick and tired of Rich Paul and these clutch sports clients being around LeBron James. It is toxic. All right, Rich, LeBron's done enough for you. Damn. You got to go sign an agent without saying, yo, LeBron's on the team and he wants this guy with him. Stop that. You got Tristan Thompson paid. You got J.R. Smith paid. You got Kentavious Caldwell, a 1-year, $12 million, no trade clause deal. That's it. No more. Stop these damn clutch sports agents around LeBron James. That's it. We don't want no more. That dude was paid to be a shooter, and he's done everything but shoot. Matter of fact, the Lakers had to go out and find others shooting by going and get Reggie Bullock at the trade deadline. I'll get to him in a second. You ain't do your job, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Lost your starting position. Man, I don't want Pope. I want him out of LA. All right, now then I go down this roster. I like to move on from Tyson Chandler. Just don't think his body's going to stay healthy enough to be a consistent rotation guy. And I thought he'd be good in the locker room, but the way this Lakers team is kind of dissolved, I'm guessing Tyson ain't doing that either. If he ain't going to give me that locker room presence, I'm cool. If he ain't going to be a good friend of LeBron, I'm cool. Get him out of here. We fine. We cool. We'll be good without Tyson. We'll find somebody else, younger, more athletic at that point in his career. Who else I got? Lance. I want him out. Want Lance out. And I like Lance. I don't think Lance has been like super toxic, but I don't love him. And I just think his head, he just spaced out a little bit too much to ever be loved by anybody for our team. I just think people like Lance for stretches. Sometimes he gives you really good stretches, sometimes not so much. If the Lakers got to make a decision, just move on from Lance. Just let's clean out all this negative energy in his locker room. Let's just start this thing from fresh. Now let's get into a couple of the more important guys on this team. First off, what's his name? Mo Wagner. You can move on from him. Williams, J3. I know he's on that in that rotation right now because there's so many injuries on the Lakers team. You can move on from him. All that fluff. They already traded the guy that I like, Zubac. They moved him on. Let's get to some of the more important young guys. Brandon Ingram. Unfortunately, if there's a deal on the table that makes sense, meaning if I can acquire an Anthony Davis this summer or a Bradley Beal this summer, I'm willing to move on from Brandon Ingram. Over the last stretch, I've liked what Brandon Ingram has done. But I'll be honest with you, I don't like that it took LeBron wanting Anthony Davis and all the trade speculation around your name to see the best basketball for Brandon Ingram. He ain't been playing it. And that's a problem to me. That's a problem to me that Brandon Ingram since he's been in the league, last 3 years, he ain't shown me enough. All of those Kevin Durant comparisons, I know that's not his fault. I'm cool. If I can find the right trade, I'm just not giving him up for fluff though. If I can find a right trade for him, he's gone. I actually would like to keep Kyle Kuzma. I'm hoping the Lakers can go find a second star this summer. I'm not optimistic, but I'm hopeful. And I think Kyle Kuzma will be a nice third option, right? I think Kyle Kuzma, get him a young star in there. Let's say the Lakers were somehow able to get Anthony Davis. I don't believe it's going to happen. But if they were, I think Anthony Davis and Kyle Kuzma would connect more than LeBron. LeBron's older. So what I want to do with the Lakers, I want to get LeBron some veterans that he likes, respects around the league, a couple guys that he likes that actually can ball. And LeBron's going to respect their work ethic. Get him a couple James Jones type players, right? He had a really good relationship with James Jones in Miami and Cleveland. Get him a couple of those guys. He loves those guys who can get on the court and still shoot from time to time. They don't even got to play much, but just guys that LeBron's respect. And he can have some guys in the locker room because he just looks like he's not 100% engaged, and he doesn't look like he loves being around that Laker family right now. Go get him a couple guys that he likes. And I think Anthony Davis and Kyle Kuzma, or a young star and Kuzma, would get along. And I think he can relate to a young guy more than he could some of these older guys. So I think that's something that you should look at if you are the Los Angeles Lakers. I want to keep Kuzma and I want to keep JaVale McGee. Now I don't love JaVale McGee starting. It's okay. I'd rather JaVale McGee come off my bench and whoever my big is, when they go down, we got a quality big man for a nice stretch in JaVale McGee. I don't want him starting though, unless I got a dominant power forward next to him. I'd rather have JaVale McGee come off the bench. Unless I got like an Anthony Davis. I really don't want JaVale as my only down low presence, right? I'd rather have JaVale McGee come on my bench. But I want to keep JaVale. I want Kyle Kuzma, JaVale, and there's one other guy that I kind of like. I would like Reggie Bullock to stay around that Lakers team. I think he could really be a catch and shoot guy for the future. It's just too much right now around it. Not enough spacing. It's tough to really see what Reggie Bullock can do for this team when LeBron and Rondo are also on the perimeter. These are not great three-point shooters. Kuzma's up and down. Brandon Ingram ain't great shooting the ball either. So that's what I would do. Everybody else is up for game. I would like to re-sign Reggie Bullock. His contract's up after this year. And I would like to keep Kyle Kuzma around. He's on a rookie deal. And I would like to re-sign JaVale McGee. Those three guys I would like to keep. With JaVale McGee, they got to watch out for JaVale going somewhere else and getting another offer from somebody. But those three guys I'd keep. Everybody else can go. I came from nothing. but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV, here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.